All right, I've hit play. Looks like things are kicking off. I'm checking the bitrate on Twitch. According to Twitch, I'm still offline. Let's try that again. Let's see. What about now, Twitch? Alright. Those of you that are watching the VOD, if you've been watching recent VODs, I've been trying to speed this part up or at least make it a little bit more watchable, productive, instead of 5 minutes of dead air at the beginning. So I'll be waiting to see when everybody gets in here, and then I'll be chatting with them. But if you're watching the VOD, first of all, I would say if you haven't checked out our most recent update 18, be sure to check that out. Just got posted yesterday. Today is March 1st. So we shot it out on the 28th. Got it done right in the nick of time. But it's a good one. It's a good one. Maybe we'll review that a little bit here as well. Sent it out to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list and you didn't see it, be sure to check your spam folder. Or more likely, I'm assuming a lot of people use Gmail. Look in your promotions tab. Ends up in promotions for me as well. Yeah, we covered character art, some new critters, which if you've been watching the streams and you've seen the skeleton and other stuff come up. And there we go. Hey Droop, how are you? Droop, you may even be the first person. I don't know. Hey Regis. I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm drinking too much coffee during the day. Man, I hit like 6 p.m. and I'm super tired, so I'm wondering if it's the coffee. I wonder if it's just me waiting on more daylight. We're starting to get out of the European darker hours, or the northern European darker hours. So that's a little bit, it's nice to see some sunlight, have the days be a little bit longer. I love that in Sweden. Sna, hello. Droop, I've done that before as well. And I know, it's one of those things where it's like drinking or anything else. I know I've gotten myself into a bad habit. And so, yeah, I've done that in the past where I was like, all right, I'm just doing the 1 cup in the morning, get going. There for a while I was drinking, I'd heat up some water and then cut up some fresh ginger and throw it in a cup. Drink that during the day at work. That was good as well. I just gotta say, I think it's just between all of the crap that's going on in the world, the winter months and weather and all that shit, man, it's just been so easy to like get that easy bit of satisfaction out of a cup of coffee here and there, and I like my coffee with a decent amount of sugar and some nice warm milk and all that stuff in there. So, I mean, it's like a dessert. It's not been good for me either, drinking all of them. There's got to be a ton of calories in there. I'm starting to feel it a bit. Hey, Keebs, what's going on? We still have one capsule over here. Loyal Guard Luna is still a capsule until we get a female guard in here. How are you doing, buddy? Hey, Beaver. Keebs, did you get the newsletter? Is everybody there? Oh, look at little old Nick. Dude, being off the ground like this the sooner we fix that, the better. I was like, how tiny are gnomes? I didn't realize gnomes were that tiny, but Yeah, when the amount of space that I'm off the ground is like half as tall as a gnome. Goodness. Hey, Aaron. Funny, Aaron, I see so much in Discord that when you pop up here, I was like, I feel like I just saw you. Droop got the newsletter. How are the stats looking on this one? More views? It needs a little bit more time to bake, but decent open rate. Good open rate. Keebs, we are definitely trucking along. Ooh, Nick, I was looking at some stuff earlier today just because I was curious. I don't know if you're listening or just in game, but I'm gonna pop this out. Pull hierarchy tab over to my other monitor. I'm gonna pull the inspector over to my other monitor as well. I was playing around with camera stuff. It was really interesting, just because I found a tutorial on YouTube that was interesting. Now let's go back full screen here. Glad you liked the newsletter. Keep said, I hope one makes it. Oh, the capsule makes it into the final game hidden somewhere. I've got the feeling we'll probably do that. They're so beloved. We're working on some capsule secrets in the background. Night Harbor is up, by the way. Do I just zone Night Harbor? I tried that on my which I had a tune that I just tried that on and wound up getting them stuck. So maybe I can log that. Ooh, did I delete them? I probably deleted them. Let me zone over there real quick, check it out. Wait a second. GM on. Zone Night Harbor. Have you guys made choices with the UI? Will you let people make custom ones like with EQ? At least have the UI movable, customizable, or is it planned for static UI? It's already movable. So the degree to which we allow for customization and stuff, I think still needs to be discussed a bit. Did I pull latest? I just restarted my machine, so it may have been an hour or so before I last pulled, so I may need to pull again if there's something that just went in. Tuesday, our snakes already kick. We have highlighted kicking snakes in a previous VOD. Then you're in? Okay, I'm glad. That was an easy sell. Nice. It's so cool. So I was excited to do this the other day. A day ago, 2 days ago, and I thought it was up, but then when I tried, I got stuck. I swear I just saw you rocket into space, Nick. Hey, Tyron. Tyron the Bard, thank you for 9 months. When will we get a lore drop as to why snakes kick? That may be a little bit. Is that normal gnome size or is he shrunk? It's normal gnome size, but keep in mind our characters are floating off the ground right now. So next time he stops, I'll get next to him. So I'm actually the human's floating. I think the gnome's floating as well. He's just got a smaller amount that he's floating. And so it makes him look even smaller. Gnomes are perfect kickball size. Well, if I was an ogre, then I could log out and come back in as an ogre and then you'd really see the difference. After seeing that first image in the newsletter, I'm hoping for a consent option between gnomes and ogres in the same party, the ability for an ogre to throw the gnome. Throwing may lead to some weirdness. In a game like DC Universe, where it's physics-based, that's more practical. But we do have on our feature list the ability for gnomes to ride ogres, but they're so damn small, they might get to ride more than just ogres. The concept art in the sky kind of makes it look like Night Harbor has a big whole billboard of itself. Welcome to Night Harbor. Ooh, I've just put myself into an interesting state. I'm gonna do some animation feedback later if you guys are... It's interesting. This is... Oh, because of the fact that there's the elevation changes. Welcome to Night Harbor, home of the world's biggest Night Harbor sign. Sunrise would be amazing if it wasn't hidden by the sign. Gnome rides human, human becomes Jedi Knight. Think we will. Night Harbor is named Night Harbor because when the sun comes up, a giant umbrella pops up a la Simpsons and blocks out the sun. We just got to get the umbrella and the animation in place. You can go into the hierarchy and disable the old geo along with the sign. Fair point. I've got hierarchy right over here, so let's do that. Ref images. There we go. Good one, Nick. Yep, got it. What is small enough to ride a gnome? And do ogres get stamp buffs from gnomes? Yeah, I can imagine various form complaints. Thanks, Radigar. Bad Strip, thank you for the follow. Oh man, I just thanked you, Bad Strip. That's a bummer. I'll take the follow anyways, I guess. Whatever. I'm not sure that follows actually do anything. Run animation for human looks stiff, kind of like he should be running more slowly than he is, but it's run animation. Yeah, it's just like a... It kind of feels like a power walk animation at the moment, and there's a lot of head bob. But it's all first pass, as Aaron said. And there's all sorts of... You can glitch them out all sorts of ways, look. So... We'll be having some animation feedback. We need to get this floaty thing fixed as well. First passes are important. first passes are how you get first dates, and first dates are how games are made. Are there examples of different armor textures for this model yet? I really like how the current one looks. We've just got the tinted stuff. I mean, interesting position here. We've got some tinted armors that we did. Nick made a bunch of tint variations in the database, but actual armor textures, I think we've got one other plate version, a leather one that we may or may not be using, and a robed model. That all three of those that I just mentioned came from the Motion Logic art studio that we've been talking to. So. Fly on. Ew, palm trees. Why ew? So did you guys, how many people saw the video of us sort of working through this initial block out? Going over the maps and the block out and the intent and all that stuff. Have you guys seen that? Here, let me bring up my my commands. Okay, cool. You guys did see it then. Awesome. So if you saw the video or if you read the newsletter, then you have a good idea of what we're doing here. Oops, I should turn it off. Is that a UFO on top of the garrison over here? No. You think we're gonna reveal our UFO so easily? Well, there's Zukan. He's flying around as well. Beaver, thank you so much for that. Yeah, this has definitely been a unique development cycle for me. Like being able to be this open with the community, it was you know, it's a little nerve-wracking because it's like, oh man, you guys are seeing everything kind of as it's going, and so you get to see stuff as it breaks and is incomplete and all that stuff, but it's really, really satisfying. Oh yeah, I don't know, you guys haven't seen this. It's funny, I was facing the city and then didn't look back. So you get to see this block out of the expanded newbie yard. And then the zone line to Shaded Dunes would actually be way over there. Or I guess also on the other side of those cliffs here to the south. Right here along the coast. So much bigger space. Rogue Planet 5, thank you for the follow. Oh, interesting. I didn't disable all of it. That's fine. We'll live. I'm gonna run up this way and then I'm probably gonna zone back to the old zone. Casual landing. Nick, when you've looked at the camera before, like how involved did you get with it? I was looking at this tutorial, so I started playing with it earlier today. It was pretty interesting, the stuff that we can do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you dug into it or not. It's pretty cool to look at. I'll check that out after I look at this. Can I get up in here? Oh. Well, I'm flying, so I guess in theory I could. So some of those are, well, those buildings you're familiar with from the other zone. Then some more block out buildings, and then another zone line going to the zone we really haven't discussed much. Yeah, so Harrison, I know you've got a busy week this week with school and stuff, but it's going to be fun getting back in and doing some more sessions on this and getting a feel for the various spaces and kind of pushing and pulling and kneading the dough and making it making each area just right. I'm excited. Let's see. Hey, Sikaj. All right, I'm gonna zone again. Zone. Shaded Doonies. We're out of sync since I manually set the time in the last zone. Guys, I am listening to Robert's playlist of our soundtrack. Let me get a copy this real quick. It's linked in the newsletter as well. So again, if you haven't seen the newsletter, or if you haven't seen the update via the newsletter, then be sure to check your promotions folder if you're in Gmail. It's probably in there. Be sure to open it. Click the button and go through. There's no harm there. I think a lot of people open it and go, "Oh, I need to remember to go to the website." But the click-through rate is always nice to see. So, let's see. Let me see if I can do this real quick. I forget if minimizing does something weird. Where did I save that earlier? Oh, here. You never click anything in emails, just go directly to a website. I assume that happens a lot because we have pretty good engagement on the open rate for our newsletters. Really good engagement. But it's the click-through rate that's a little bit low, not relative to a normal campaign, but for us, our stats are actually really good because MailChimp shows us sort of like what other campaigns are like, you know, your peers, you know, other game promotions or whatever campaigns. We do pretty good, relatively speaking, so pat yourselves on the back for being a very engaged and cool community. You know how to get out of promotions and into primary? No, I don't, unfortunately. I thought it would happen more frequently, at least when we're not in spam, which is fine. I thought it might have happened when we updated some settings for the previous one, but nope. Saw the newsletter as Nick posted it in Discord, and clicked through that instead. Well, yeah, Discord's fine, appreciate it, but Discord doesn't give us our open rate. And sorry, Nick, that was not a Freudian slip. That was just the word Discord being too close to the word Nick. Anyways, I was looking at these settings earlier. Well, I'll bring them back up. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, fix it right now. Good job, Tyron. So we have our Cinema Machine VCam, so I'm assuming virtual camera far, virtual camera near. Which essentially we've got our camera, and then we've got the near cam and the far cam. And they've got a bunch of settings, and what I did was I just took a little screenshot of what I was playing around with before because I threw it all away. And so it's like, if we look here, I was playing around with the shoulder offset, the vertical arm length, the camera side, and the camera distance, especially on the near one. I was just screwing around. I don't know that it makes sense or whatever. Lada said, a lot of people will probably go right to the website instead of clicking through. Threat of phishing trained me to never click emails. Oh, fair point. Not saying people will try to imitate. You never know. So, fair point. And that could be why click-through rates in general are so low. So anyways, yeah, it's interesting because looking at the mixing thing, it shows you sort of how far you're zoomed in and out at a given time between these two cameras. And it was kind of interesting because what I did was, if we look here, so let me go ahead and lock this. So if we're here, this is how the current camera works. And so this is far. So actually, rather than lock far, let me lock near. Near is more interesting to screw around with. So, but actually, let me go to, oh, I forgot you don't have to lock. I can just hit shift. I thought you could. Okay, I lied to myself. I thought I was doing something before. So, lock it here. So far, what we can do is we can go ahead and set how far is too far. Right, so we could say that max far distance Needs to come in some. So if we said max was 5, that's not very good visibility. I'm just doing this as an example, and this is a more obvious one. But here we go. Then the interesting thing is, I saw here damping. So damping, actually, if you notice when we move forward, you probably don't even notice that it's the camera doing it. You think it's the animation, the guy leaning forward. So if we set damping to 0.6, you can start to see that there's that little bit of like sort of damping between movement. So the camera, it gives the player model a bit of space. Let's set it up to 1. See what happens there. It moves forward, and then you can see it more obviously now. So but it's interesting because it also gives it a little bit of Monsters and Memories account locked. We've been trying to reach you about your Gnome's extended warranty. That sounds, I don't know. For some reason that made me think that maybe you just had that happen. Monsieur Astro. Thank you for the follow. I was going to try to say thank you in French and then realized I didn't know how to say it. So anyways, you see that movement, which is interesting how it makes it sort of, it makes it feel like the character's moving a little bit faster as he takes away from takes off from the camera. So anyways, that's just one little thing. Merci, that's right. Merci. Merci. I'm gonna feel bad. Have some in-laws, future in-laws that are French. So my wife's German, and then her stepsister's fiance is French. I see him for the holidays here. Merci. Perfect. But we always either just speak German or English. Alright, so there's that. And then vertical arm length is interesting because vertical arm length then... It's not only an offset, but it's also... So it doesn't just give you a vertical offset. It gives you sort of where that offset rotates from. You can kind of see it more when you're in the near view. Hey Dram. Anybody that's like a camera expert, if I'm doing anything wrong or full of shit or whatever, speak up. It's always nice to learn. And so let's do the... I forget where it was originally. And so when doing this, it just becomes so apparent. I'm like, oh man, I wish I wasn't floating right now. So we'll do 5.5 max, or whoops, that's my butt. Don't look. 5.5 camera distance. You'll float here too. Good job, Pennywise the Belfaster. Sorry if your cat sent messages while you were AFK. I don't think they did. They may have shared your passwords. I guess messing with the camera side will make it look more action combat-y. Yeah, so check it out. This is what I was doing. I actually messed with that. So I'm going to switch cameras again. I'm going to go to near. So let me lock this and go to near. And so, is it near? Did I click near? We're on near. Yeah. So here's like max near currently. So yeah, not only can you change that, you can shift it over to the side a little bit. So you can go over that left shoulder a little bit for that better view, so you're not obfuscating. Then you can mess with the vertical arm length to get it. Well, before we mess with vertical arm length, we do the shoulder offset. Oh no. Sorry. Camera distance first and foremost. So like if you wanted to get all sorts of third person like shooter action you can do here. Then you can push that camera over to the side a little bit. But you see like how small this guy is because I'm floating. I think Cinemachine has an option to save changes during play mode. Does it? I'm still in a very experimental sort of screwing around mode, so I haven't even thought to save changes. Though I do think wait, I do have that document. Should be near the top of the window. Okay, let me look in a second, but. So near, I think before was shoulder offset 0.5, 0.48. What do we have? We had a Z of 0.5, 0. All right, here. And so I'm still scrolled out. So this would actually be the screwing around like this close, and then camera distance would be 5.8. Side would be 378, I think is what I had. I just took a screenshot of it rather than save it. I know, weird. And then the arm was like 21. And then what else? If we look at max distance for bar, we had 5.5. Y is 0.1 point, or excuse me, the usual dinner problem, burping. Camera radius, probably shouldn't have screwed with that, to be honest. And so this is independent of field of view changes. And it's interesting, like, I'll go back to near. Bill Fester said you can also do the whole save copy component values thing. To which Dram responded. Droop said, will arbitrary FOV options be available or locked like EQ? Unsure, but I think, and I may be wrong on this, but I think given the variety of setups that exist these days, it probably makes sense for us to provide different FOV options. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, here it's, you can see it's so awkward because of the floating. So that's how my list of things to fix. What's causing the floating in the player models? Dram said could be the collider being set up a bit bigger than the player model, or just purely other things. For some reason, I thought it was something weird. Nick, do you remember? I thought Ollie said it was something weird where he thought he had fixed it. And then it unfixed itself. Pantsless levitation. It's pantsless levitation, Holmes. That's very Tenacious D in my mind. Guess they might be using nav mesh, and the collider of the terrain and the player collider are set up a bit different. Nice, Ryan. Toyed with the collider on the player and it seems okay, but the human NPCs then sink into the ground. Yeah, Zukan. It will be very cool to get it fixed. I don't know, is any of that going to be affected? I know Ollie's just rewritten pathing. Ooh, it is Robert's other music. I need to look. I was like, none of his remixes and stuff are in there, are they? I don't want to get muted in the VOD. So Dram, Ollie just rewrote it to be a custom solution, so I may go back to looping our playlist from Robert. After this though. Yeah, Robert's super talented. Zukan, when you do animations later, are you still with us? Are you still watching? Even if you're not, then we can I can just refer you to the VOD. So the idol needs to chill out a fair bit. He's like he's actually dancing while he idles. I'd have any sort of movement be pretty subtle with maybe a you know, on a pretty long loop, the occasional kind of like slight head nod or something. You can go in and slow down the animation a bit, see how it looks. You wanna play? What am I wearing that's interesting. That's well, that was interesting. Is that a bug? Get the 3 races together. Are you still on the ogre? If Nick's still a gnome, then we've got it. Yeah, the run cycle needs a fair bit as well. I don't know if there's like, if the run cycle is animated to be more of a run, but then it was tied to a certain move rate and now that's somehow gone sideways on us, but and then there's a bunch of, there's like you saw those weird bugs earlier, right? Like if I jump and hit sort of diagonal strafe, I get in this interesting state. Too much of a jog now. I want more of a real run. I don't know if it's gonna look right as like a full-on like leaning forward sprint kind of run. But I'm gonna give you the very helpful advice of I just need something different. I think he feels a little upright and stiff at the moment. But then again, I don't know if he's like fully leaning forward, if that's gonna look right. Yeah, the hands are kind of casual. I think maybe there's some subtlety to the like the head movement, if there's any. I was watching like run animation videos earlier. Like animation ref. And if the hands are going up, yeah, they're probably fine as far back as they're going, but it depends on, I guess, how much you lean forward. More elbow bends. Yep. I still think there needs to be a little bit more kick. Right? Like look at his heels. Don't really come up. His heels are looking pretty casual. I mean, he doesn't have to do the full-on, you know, ass kickers. Anyway, he's played team sports or whatever. Done a warm-up for sports, you know what I'm talking about. A little more kick to the front. Just, he's feeling pretty casual right now. Short Pants is leveled up. Short Pants is a cheater. Any momentum, so it takes a few minutes to get up to run speed while running? No, it's instantaneous. Few minutes? A few minutes to get up to run speed. Got the feeling there's folks out there going, dude, few minutes that's the entire run. Moments, okay. I was like, few minutes, jeez. What is he, a tank? The ogre on the other hand's like, yes. And then there's some weird stuff going on with the wrist and stuff. Nick, did you cheat your way to level 4 all of a sudden? So, there's all sorts of things going on with this attack. There's popping, there's... Well, I didn't expect it to die so quickly. Only level 1. Come here, you rat. So, legs popping. Did he just die too? I need a real foe. Okay, ignore that stuff. That's actually the skeleton animal on him that never got changed. Okay, I was just like... He's doing... Look at... He's like... He's doing the hokey pokey. Nicodemus!
Models are looking good.
Thank you, Nicodemus, and thank you for 6 months. Keep that. Yeah, I saw this earlier. That's why I was like, that's why I had to shoot that message. I wasn't sure if something was just broken. It makes sense if it's like randomly just sort of applied skeleton anims. I was like, what state are the animations in right now? Oh man. It's like when Elvis taught Forrest Gump how to dance. Holy shit, that's beautiful. Oh man. That should be an emote on its own. I think the only human animations that were made are for run walks, sit, and idols. Sit. I know that was kind of a quick one that we did to get him down into the cross leg position, but the leg penetration on cross leg, I think we're gonna, you know, I know we're very fond of the Lotus style. I almost said, man, it's weird living in the 2020s. I just vapor locked the whole time, and it's like, I know it's Indian style. Is that no longer allowed to be said on the internet? Anyways, that's the way I was taught to say it long before I found out that it was the Lotus position, which I guess probably also came from India, but maybe we're talking about different Indias. I don't know, man. I'm getting old and confused about all this shit. Crisscross applesauce is the actual name of this position? Okay. I've never heard that before in my life. In my life. My stepfather, well, and then the previous stepfather, both Native Americans. Indian, still acceptable with those guys. So I'm just gonna do me. Ex-wife, family on the reservation. No one ever seemed to have a problem. So I'm just gonna say it. I don't think it's that harmful. Freaking canceled. Oh well, I guess Nick's gonna have to do all the streaming. Good job. How does that work? Been pretty confused about that, getting canceled. Oh, just hang out long enough. You'll know. So anyway, the CCAS position here, even if we were to, you know, instead of just doing like the casual sitting with your knees sort of up in front of you, casual adventurer sit, well, droop, I mean, let's be real, Apple Maps, it took a long time for them to catch up to Google. Ryan, I think it honestly just depends on what platform you're on. Twitch, no telling. Twitter, no go. Real life, it's fine. Let's see. The thing is the going down. This is I still think we should probably slow the animation down as much as the slower animation, you know, does impact the fact that it's has impact on your ability to do it quickly, but still I could see, you know, maybe him leaning down a little bit and like kind of, you know, ease himself down, like put his hand. I would act it out, but I'm so tall that I wouldn't fit on the camera. Like if I stood up right now, I would just disappear. All you would see is shins. And so yeah, the transition will probably need its own animation right now. This is him actually just sitting, but it looks weird in that episode. Yeah. So, you know, a nice little lean down and sort of easing his ass down towards the ground and not just... So, that one stood out as needing some work. But all of my other notes have just been addressed by the fact that those aren't actually his animations. There you go. I like that one. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Nice. Nice. 69 viewers. Thank you for the raid. Mrs. Did you plan that? How many viewers did you have to have originally to get 69 to actually stick with it? Four villains, thank you for the follow. Let's switch back to our music playlist because this is some. It just went off into some strange place. The good thing is that last conversation that might have got me canceled just got, maybe it just got muted. Alright, so I've got a loop playlist. Loop playlist, guys. This is our playlist that Robert did for us. Zerdery FX, thank you for the follow. Zolgen Zero, thank you as well. Welcome, everybody. Sorry if I didn't seem appreciative enough or happy enough to see you. I am very happy to see you. Our community here is happy to meet your acquaintance, those of you that are new. But I was just so boggled by the fact that there were 69 of you, and the little child in me thought that was silly, and then I got confused about some other shit, and that happens here. So welcome. Those of you that don't know, yeah, exactly. Those of you that don't know what we're doing here, check out our website. It's Monsters and Memories. We are working on a MMORPG that's inspired by the classic fantasy RPGs of yesteryear. Ogre should powerbomb to the ground. Thought about it. Shawn would thumbs down that though. I don't know that I would actually. I don't see. You think you know me and then you don't. Anyways, damn it, Nick. Now I've forgotten the tagline. Nick remembered the tagline. So the tagline's probably on the website. Click the website link. It'll be there for you. D&D. So very inspired by essentially tabletop and MUDs and all the things that fed into that first generation of commercially successful MMORPGs. Games like EverQuest and Dayak and Asheron's Call and all that stuff back then. And so for those of you that don't know me, I got my start in the video game industry on a game called EverQuest in the early 2000s. Katarin here in chat with us was one of my colleagues and closest supporters on the EverQuest team, and his name's Ryan, and he was there for much longer than I was even. And so yeah, essentially reaching back into that experience and really drawing from it. You don't like change? I don't like change either. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, so anyway, if you're interested in learning more, I think there may or may not be links on the site. We just posted our February update 18. It'll show you a lot of the progress that we made over the last month. We've basically been moving from these little blue capsules that we had, our capsule crew. Basically everything in here for the first year was a capsule of different types. So this is what we look like all the way up until like a month ago. Was these guys. Yes, there you go, Sna. That was our skeleton. We have real skeletons in now. We've got a surprise for you capsule lovers, don't you worry. We're gonna take care of you. There'll be something for you capsule folks. I know the capsules are beloved. Oh no. Zukan got involved in some of those nighttime skeletons that will actually swarm you a little bit. There'll be a lot of love for the capsules, don't worry. Dungeon run? Yeah, we can run into the dungeon. What level am I? I'm still 1. So, yeah. When Zukan's done, are you... Oh, that was a little bit of lag. Let's pretend like we didn't see that. Zukan, you want to run to the dungeon? Zukan's now level 4. Can you put on in-game sounds for the dungeon? Oh yeah, I can do that. I can hit pause on our music once we get over there. Turn on our audio. Wait, are you guys hearing the audio? Because I'm not. But with my setup, that's really surprising. Okay, that's what I thought. You can you? You're just too used to me telling you what to do. Oh yeah, sure, I'll do it. Anyway, so one of the things that we're doing is oh, sorry, I was just reading Nick again. Yeah, so one of the things that we're doing right now is we're completely rebuilding Night Harbor from what we've had for like the last year as sort of a placeholder. Cast. Is it illusion? Bat? Or bat form. Captain Quick, thank you for the follow. Okay, I do have sounds, because I can hear my wings. Jummy God, thank you very much. Yeah, so we've been working on it for like a year and a half now. And essentially we've had all placeholder assets for the bulk of that time, and we've really just been focusing on getting all the tech up, getting the design tools in place, starting to get content implemented, and then probably in the last 3 months we've started getting the models swapped out from all the placeholder stuff. So like Zukan made a bat and a rat and a snake. We've got skeletons just came online. You'll see them more in the dungeon, but there's some wandering out there. We've got the human model. We've got a gnome model, ogre model. I'll be cruising around with some ogres. We got crocodiles that Goblin made. And now we're working on a really big, just complete redesign. If you check out our YouTube, we post all of our VODs up there as well. You'll see the one we just went through where basically show you the entire process of how we've like drawn it out and redesigned it. We're exploring how to best pursue elevation changes in a new layout, structures, etc. Yeah, so we've got a small handful of zones that we've been using, and now we're in the process of making them the actual zones that will be part of our initial release. So and what was it in the last month and change? Robert got on board. So Robert joined the team and he's doing audio for us. So that's where this bat sound came from, if I'm not mistaken, and the music that you're listening to in the background and all the music and sounds that you hear in the dungeon. So sounds and music coming online. So things have really started moving pretty quickly. If you check out our last 2 updates, January and February, you'll see that there's been a ton going on. So DCOS, thank you for the follow. Those of you that are interested in getting our updates first, we mail out the updates the day they go out. We mail out a link to our mailing list, and then we also have a number of things that we'll be doing with mailing lists in terms of we've already sent out 1 survey. We'll have more surveys that go out. And maybe some special opportunities later in the year when we start looking at playtesting and stuff. Because our goal is we really want to try to get people in playing with us before we hit the 2-year mark. I'll just say that. Just for us, it'd be really cool to be able to hit a goal like that. Let me level myself. What am I playing? I forget what class. This was just meant to be a random tune fighter. Okay. Yeah. I have none of my... Well, I've got my base abilities. Let's see. Let me scribe my stuff and then... Mem. So, yeah, if you're new here, you'll see... Oh my god. What is going on here? You'll see that the bulk of the core functionality is in. We've done things like rework our networking code and server, and now most recently pathing and things like that. Ollie can speak to that. If you're interested in talking tech, join our Discord and bug Ollie or Gary or John. Let's see. Oh shoot. Well, I don't have a bow and arrow, so I'm just gonna put that here. I'm gonna put provoke here. I'm gonna turn off. Oh, this music that you're hearing, it's from these cool videos that Robert and Gary put together. So all of our soundtrack stuff, like this is in-game footage that that they wound up putting together into some nice videos. And so we got this one. We got the Shoreline one, we got the Night Harbor one, and then we got the cool Deep Dunes one. So you guys can check that out. But now we're gonna listen to dungeon music. Alright, let me add kick. You see it in the background there. Can you hear the spooky dungeon music or not? Strike. And provoke. Did strike happen? Oh, it did. It just was kind of laggy, I guess. Weird. Provoke. Did I miss a question? It seemed like there was questions that were asked, but then answered in chat. Nicodemus, Robert doing sounds of critters as well? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's a little laggy tonight. Okay. Oh man, I can't wait to get the floating fix. I cannot wait to see a gnome standing next to me at regular height. I want to see exactly what that height feels like. Is Ogre on the ground? The Ogre's on the ground. Well, gosh. Well, we'll see, because you're not feeling that imposing to me, Ogre. Wait until I'm not floating. Do I know why I'm floating? Because something is not correct. But it is a question that is top of mind. It will be resolved this week. If any new people are still here, I don't know. I never look at the viewer count because it would make me... I'd turn into like a prima donna. I noticed that when I first started streaming, oh my god. Like a couple years ago now, I guess. When I first started streaming, I was looking at it, and if it fluctuated, I'd be like, what did I just say? Did I say something wrong? Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all leaving. And so... yeah, I had to turn it off, otherwise it would just freak me it'd freak me out. I'm trying to cut back on cursing. So anyway, if you're still here, now I'm free to say all the wrong things. Absolutely. No, for sure. Absolutely Twitch talk. What was I going to say? Oh, if you're new here, we stream development like I guess everybody does in this category. And so we've been streaming development since even before we decided to make a game. We were hanging out playing a lot of EverQuest on P99. And then I did not set my skills up to 100. Is that all skills or skills all? Skills. Did I set my level? I didn't even set my level. Set level. Oh, it's just lagged. So it's a laggier day today. That happens in the world of MMOs. Don't know why it's lagging today. Are the torches new? They look like they've been reworked. The torches are the same, but we have a new campfire. When designing no model, Nick was like, shorter. I'm a fan of short as well. Don't you worry. We've got a couple of people that are very there's a lot of gnome pride on the team. The flame texture color was adjusted. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Nick wants everything bigger. Fair point. Nick, oh, yeah, I didn't actually see a trade. I think we're going to be able to... I'm hoping we're able to address your concerns with camera. And then, especially when I'm not floating anymore. And once I have animations. Oh, geez. The models need more chunks still? I mean, I see what you're saying in some spots, but again, let's get the baseline set up and then we'll look at it. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure you guys should let me tank. I'm not sure either. Tonight's definitely, I'm definitely not on my game tonight. This game's much easier when I'm playing an ogre. I swear. I think the fact that this guy doesn't have his own animations is going to drive me crazy. We're going to have to do something real quick. I'm not going to be able to do this. After this kill. I'm going to log in a different, tune. Araxar? Or is it Oraxar? What's the best way to pronounce that? Oraxar? Oraxar. No, it's Unity. Okay, so I'm gonna camp. I'll be right back. As a different person. Orasar. We can do that as well. Ogre. It's funny that happens. That happens. We get people and I'm like, how do you pronounce your name? And we're like, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I've only ever read it. I've never said it out loud. Alright, so while I'm running, let me set level 4. Let me make myself a GM. Let me set level 4. Let me... Cool. The Elvis hip animation's kind of growing on you? Yeah, it wasn't growing on me. It was really distracting me. I can only take so active of a pelvis before I just get very distracted. There's only so much gyration that I can have during combat. Maze, can you play? No. Oh, well I just got hit pretty hard. Invuln. Okay. Or was that just lag where my health was just catching up to the fact that I set my level and it didn't cap me out? Why not, Maze? Weren't you supposed to go to Antarctica and find something? Potato server today? Yeah. Today is a bit laggier than normal. We'll have to shoot Ollie a message and have him smack it on the side or whatever. The hit point thing always happens like that? That long of a lag? Keep that in mind when you're pulling. Also, keep in mind that this is a completely new tune, so I need to go through that whole process again. Strike. Provoke. Kick. Accept the invite. Alright. SICL. And, summon item. Scroll. Dis. Taunt. Scroll dis ass. SI. Scroll. Defense. You'd heal if you could play? Oh, we have bards too. But not yet, Maze. Oops. Case sensitive. No, I should have gotten it. You twist bard songs for eternity? See, that's the thing. We can't get you in game yet. We can't get you in game. You're too... Why can't I? You're too good. You're too good of a player. We gotta make sure everything is up to snuff before you get in, Maze. So load distracting taunt. Is it scribing or am I? Come on. There we go. Did I not summon Clobber? Try it again. I can't scribe it. I can't scribe it. Is that what this is? It is. What level is it? 8. Okay, we've got a ways before that. So before Clobber, I'll do Kick. Oh, you... Oh, this is interesting. Now I'm memorizing it. So Kick, and then... Strike. Oh, you guys are already... You're playing without me. Ogre animations turned out great. And they have a nice mix of weight and aloofness. When you say aloof, I think the ogre's like, I'm sorry, I just don't have time for you today. Yep, there he is. He's decrepit. And rooted. Rare spawn? No, I think he's common spawn. I'm rooted. Once we get... You got a Dispel Stone? Is it AE or just... Looks like I need a damn light source is what I need. I don't see a damn thing. There we go. That's terrifying. SI... Torch. Sorry, I had to cheat. Don't need graphics if you can't see anything. That's true. That if I take this torch off, the decrepit ghoul's looking pretty finished. Check the checkbox. Let's move on. Imagine processing that goes away with no light source. Change in the direction of the game. It's a night world, and there are no light sources. Do I need to mim anything else? Intimidation? What's up with distracting taunt? Oh, that's a long ass cooldown. Put that right there. And then when that's done miming, we'll remim distracting taunt. Put that on 5. We'll try that again on 5. How's everybody's weekend? I forgot to ask earlier. I asked you how you're doing, but I didn't ask you how your weekend was. Oh my goodness, this is a interesting bug. Be better if you get your hand get what? Get on? I'm just gonna say I'm gonna finish your sentence in a different way than the way you wrote it, so that it doesn't break my brain. Be better if I could get on my bard imminent proudness. Oh, you could if you could hone your. I guess if I just actually read the sentence as written instead of being a smartass, that would have helped as well. Be better if I could hone my bard imminent prowess. Son of a gun. In this light, I kind of look like the Incredible Hulk. And if you're one of Disney's many lawyers, I said kinda look like, but not really. Absolutely nothing resembling the Incredible Hulk. Please don't. A question, will there be different techniques for sword and board versus two-hand weapons for fighters? I would love to pull a Mordhau. You mean different abilities available? Ooh, that was another really weird lag spike. The reason why we keep pointing that out, if you're new here, is usually it's not that laggy. Very strange. Lada said, like you have taunt and throw in those buttons. Ah, okay, yeah, so like different abilities. I don't know. Nick, will there be different abilities? That are sort of weapon skill specific? I don't remember hearing anything like that. Like, is there like a requirement for shield bash versus something else? Yep. There you go. There you go, Lada. You should hit us up in Discord. Ask for a detailed and thorough explanation from Nick on exactly what those abilities are going to be. Oh no. Inquisitor's trying to he's trying to mesmerize. Okay. We'll see if you guys... There you go. I see you casting again. Please let me play Bard eventually. He's almost done. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I was oh, and there's a pop? Okay. Well, that's not convenient. May said, yo, seeing mob mana bars is sick. I intimidated him. My size. Gnome's looking small. Love to see it. Drodak, of course. If there's anything we can provide. Man, English is so hard. It is small gnomes. Oh, the healer's expert though. The healer's safe. The healer's fine. I'd put my money on the rest of us dying before the healer dies at this point. The healer also cheats. I'm not saying that he did this time, but he has been known to cheat in the past. Maze, you remind me of you remind me of this guy that would always hang outside the nightclub I worked at in Washington, D.C. All right, Nick's giving us instructions on how to handle the inquisitors. He said, I think there's a bug there. We got aggro around the corner. Interesting. Zukan said, it's interesting having to stand back to fire arrows in here. Oh, Ghoul's back, and I'm already rooted. We called the guy. I worked at a pretty big nightclub in DC in the middle of the 90s, the mid 90s, when I was stationed up there. And his name was Main Man, and Main Man always hung out outside the nightclub whenever we were opening up, and then throughout the night or whatever. Hey Brex, yeah, that is my ghoul friend. Don't tell Jasmine. And Main Man always wanted to come into the club, and so he would say things like, one of these days he'd point at one of the other guys that worked security and go, I'm gonna get his jacket and I'm gonna put it on, and then I'm gonna get in the club. And Maze, you're kind of like Main Man right now. You really want to get in the club, but it's gonna be a while before you can steal someone's jacket and sneak in. Kick is an interrupt? And then slice is damage. Alright, I need to load slice. And I need to use kick better. Need to have Ollie tailor you an M&M jacket? Yeah, it's true. What happened to my slice? I thought I had a slice. What's the item name for slice? Strike? Sorry. Strike? That works as well. Scroll? Oh, that's the database name? Ah, I see. Now I'm totally not confused. So it's name slice in a database. Scroll underscore slice. Got it. All right. We're good now. Take off defense. We'll load strike. Except that's not how this game works. We'll put strike into the book and then we'll load it. Oh my gosh. Wait, did it just work? No, it didn't work. Oh, I already have it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not paying attention to anything. My performance right there shows you exactly how well I'm doing in Elden Ring. Yeah, so distracting taunt, that's the 600 cooldown. Oh shit. Intimidation is the fear I just popped. Strike for damage. It's in the wrong spot for me, but it'll be okay. And then kick is an interrupt. Alright, we got it. We're good. Maze, why did you uninstall Elden Ring? We have your oh shit abilities that you so badly desired on the fighter. Thank you. I do appreciate that. There's nobody else here. I just get stunned? Nice. I gotta admit, so I downloaded it while I was asleep last night and played for about an hour this morning. And, yeah, it's, I was doing a bit of flailing. I even had to plug this thing in. Yep. Yeah, so I was just doing it, I was a bit, pretty flaily, but it was an enjoyable enough experience, but it's stressful. I'm old and bad at video games. So, it wound up, you know. Not quite as bad as, playing Tarkov. Tarkov used to stress me out. I need to get in. I haven't played in forever. I need to play, a more recent update on it. Yeah, I mean, my first hour, I'm really bad at any sort of Souls game, but this didn't feel quite as bad. I made a caster, so maybe I could cheat a little bit easier. I've read nothing in terms of, basically I've read nothing on it. I figured I'd just go in completely clean and fresh and see what happens. Short Pants does not have a lot of mana. Ninja Snake said, "Yep, Elden Ring has difficult enemies." Yeah, I've got the feeling I'll probably only play for an hour or so at a time until maybe the weekend. I'll get a couple hours in. Oh, Short Pants is back here fighting. What are my thoughts on Geo for hair? I think we got to do it. I think Geo for hair is yeah. It makes it gives us the opportunity to be chunkier. Should spell effects scale to the size of the player's avatar? Good question. Because I could see that getting weird with some of the bigger stuff. I think there's going to be a little. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's scaling here. Am I wrong? Oh, no worries, Zukan. demon injected. Thank you for the 5th month. Let's see. Bill Faster said, between that and Tarkov, do you seek really difficult games out specifically? No, actually. I'm being honest when I say I'm not very good at I'm not very good at games. It's one of the things I liked about MMOs before it became like you really need to have your rotation wired and all this other stuff. I like the fact that MMOs were social. I got to see other people. There's a certain amount of enjoyment to be had, sort of success to be found through social engineering, which I do enjoy. And it's, you know, until it gets like more mechanically sort of, until like the mechanical requirements or sort of game knowledge goes through the roof or whatever, it's really more about persistence than it is about, you know, mechanical or technical skill. So no, I don't necessarily. How does this feel? Simple enough, but still challenging. Yeah, I think when we play around with the stats and stuff some more, what I'm thinking is this feels simple and challenging. It would be nice if it was a bit more, and I might be talking out of my ass because I'm also not geared at the moment in any way and blah, blah, blah. So it feels about right. It'd be nice to err on the side of even more challenging, but I can't necessarily at the moment formulate a clear, coherent thought on what I think that means. Tyrion, have not checked that out. Tyrion has asked, have you checked out the new Lore and Legend server on EQ2? They took leveling out by making everyone 90 and auto scale to all zones. Seems like it's pretty popular so far. No, I wasn't even aware of it. Out of the loop. But I mean, you're burning up a fair amount of mana as well. So, let's see. Belfaster, do you remember, like, the whole reason why I started streaming EQ a couple years ago was for science, maybe summon a set of cloth. Let me do that. I'm trying to remember all the names. Cloth vest. Cloth. Was it wrist or bracer? Forgot what you named them. Cool. This eye. Cloth belt. Four. You didn't name them? Who named them? Is this some Ollie stuff? I didn't make them. Okay. Cloth. Hand. They're probably gonna get renamed again. I just blame everything on Ollie. Me too. Cloth. Shoulder. Looks like shield. Summon cloth loincloth? Or summon loincloth. I see what you did there. Vest. Already got. Cloth. Base. Okay, we're good. We're clothed up. So anyway, the whole Tarkov thing is what got me into playing EQ again, because I had listened to a few like game industry podcasts on, they were talking about Tarkov and its success and just how like There's no tutorial, there's no hand holding. You basically just start and it's like, don't die. If you don't watch some videos beforehand, you're kind of screwed. And it's just brutal. And so I started playing Tarkov and enjoying it. I mean, you know, sweaty hands and like flinching when I got shot and stuff like that. But enjoying it. And the experience was, it made me think about EverQuest, and it's just like EverQuest's experience relative to, you know, other newer games. And then that got me watching some people stream EQ. I was like, oh wow, all right, because it'd been probably a year or two since the last time I checked to see if anybody was streaming it. And I think it was probably previously I popped in and saw Panth playing some EQ in the past years, and then I started watching some people stream EQ in the mornings, and they told me about Aerodune, and the rest is history. Popped on the Aerodune and met all of you folks. Well, not all of you, but enough of you. Ninja Snake said, I want to make an MMO a bit similar to Elden Ring. You have to describe what you mean by that in terms of gameplay, difficulty, or what? Nicodemus said, I agree. The social aspect of MMOs is the best part. Oh. Okay, I got mezzed. Ninja Snake, thank you for the follow. I've heard Elden Ring allows you to group up with a few friends. It's kind of cool. Share the pain. I saw that. I would want to be much less just sort of goofy at my playing before I invite anybody to play with me. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll pull them, see if I can get them to follow me even further. Oh, I wish I would have seen that cast starting. I would have tried to kick them. Here we go. Can't wait till we get all the feedback in. Let's see. Oh no. Belfaster said, I actually found your stream because I wanted to find some long-form videos about old school EQ to fall asleep to. Not even trying to sound funny, but your voice was very relaxing, which was especially funny because you take questions from chat like, okay, Mr. Poo Poo Head has a question about Lower Gawk. So it wasn't around when you were playing Tarkov. Seems out of character, to be honest. Me playing Tarkov? Okay, I guess we're gonna die or run it? Run it. Okay. Well, you know, I enjoy shooters. I used to be I like a bit slower paced shooters. When you see people playing Tarkov at a high level, that's not me. But I like the milsim sort of side a little bit more, but not like going full milsim. Used to play a fair bit when I was on the EQ team. We played Operation Flashpoint a fair amount, a few of us, and I enjoyed Flashpoint. So yeah, Tarkov, solid, definitely solid experience. It's so much more engaging when you've got some people to play with, just because it kind of eases up the oh shit a bit. Like it's so startling when it's just you, and it's like, oh well, I thought I was doing good. I'm instantly dead, but. I actually got into EverQuest through Quake 2, I believe. I don't think it was Quake. I think it was Quake 2. I was doing ladder tournaments on Heat.net or whatever it was, Heat.net, trying to get points for t-shirts. And the lag where I was at in Alabama was so bad that I was high ping a lot of times, and then so there was one tournament match where I was just, I mean, I could barely keep up with the guy. It was just goofy. But we were just walking around socializing in this map, and I asked if there are any RPGs like this, and he mentioned that one had just come out, and that was EQ. Excuse me. And that's how I got into EQ. That day I went to the mall, Walden Books in the mall, or Walden Soft, and picked up EQ and started my career in game development. There you go. But Belfaster, I appreciate that you said my voice was relaxing. I find my voice to be goofballs. It's hard for me to go back and watch any videos. Like if I've got to edit a VOD or something like that, it drives me crazy. So I appreciate it. I'm glad I could relax you. But it's definitely in character. Cable TV of East Alabama. We didn't have, it was dial-up. 56K. Southeast Alabama. I remember I'd been playing Medal of Honor, the Medal of Honor games, and then we went, when I was working on EQ, I was at an E3 and walked by this like bunker that was set up. And the first Call of Duty had just come out, and the guy was like, there's some giant actor playing a Nazi that was pointing for people to go into the bunker and check out the game. And went in there, and it was so rad because went in and the guy saw the lanyard and he was like, "You work on EverQuest? Oh my god, I love that game!" Right? And immediately just got like the best sort of tour of their game and stuff. It's kind of funny how it went from like that being a brand new game to sort of being the beast that it is today. Original Battlefield 1942 is also mind-blowing. Yeah. We played a lot of that around the office and at night. Yeah, the combined arms aspect of it was really cool. And, you know, and it was that bit of like arcadey with the bucket respawns and the fairly, what was it? Like how many seconds was respawn? Like 13 seconds or something? It wasn't very punishing when you died, right? It was more of the punishment was kind of like getting back into the situation, but then with the, you know, with the spawn points and stuff, it was a great combo. It was really, really good. The Desert Battlefield 1942 getting Desert Combat mod. Did I play Gloom or Action Quake 2 at all? This will sound like a lame answer. I would say that probably. I just don't remember. As I'm nearing 50, my memory of certain things is getting just fuzzier and fuzzier. So we're currently setting, I think if I were to crack it open, and I'll do that tomorrow, I'll crack it open. I'm pretty damn sure that we're setting the same camera settings for all three. It's just using the same camera. And so that'll be another thing that we've got to get set up is basically the camera's got to be race specific, and I'm not sure how that'll get set up, but that'll be something Ollie and tech folks need to do. That way we can then come in and go and get the settings right. Though they've got to be consistent because we want consistent sort of camera settings, but I think they've got to be tailored per race. So consistent functionality, but tailored per race. Fishte? Thank you for 3 months. Perfect pull. Perfect pull. absolutely what was intended. Okay. I take it back, Nick. This seems challenging enough. I think we want to zone this. Well, I'm mezzed. You guys should probably flee. Are we doing well, staying safe over there? Yeah, doing well. Staying safe for the time being. We'll see how the next couple of weeks go. Has current world events affected anyone on a team? All okay. Robert and I are the closest to things. Robert's in Finland and I am in Germany. So neither one of us directly affected. Everybody else is either in North America or Bahrain. So, but we'll see how it goes. At this rate, we may all get affected equally. Hey. But thanks for asking. Hopefully all of you out there, your friends and family, everybody's okay. Definitely one of those man, it's definitely been a couple years, huh? So it's nice to have things to focus on that are not the news throughout the day. It's interesting because I started streaming in 2020. My wife and I started streaming around this time in 2020, just because we were, things were starting to get weird, and I'm very much like a, I'm your standard sort of reads the news from strange sources, conspiracy theory kind of guy. So we were hip to all of this stuff pretty early on and started streaming about it. So now is not much different. So I'll tell folks, I think I mentioned in Discord, but I'm gonna not really make it a topic of streaming discussion, but I will say that if the last couple of years have taught us anything, I do think that folks, you may feel silly when you do it, but I do think it's a worthwhile endeavor to just have a basic understanding of preparedness. And healer, I think we just got hit with a little bit of lag. Now, oh man, he's casting again. Am I not hitting him? I am hitting him. I'm not kicking that healer. He's the best. Just started on P99 Blue, you're hooked? Fantastic. I'm glad you're liking it. But yeah. You mean kick the Inquisitor? I am kicking him. I'm one and twoing him. Come on. My ability's missing though. I'm not saving kick for the casts. I can't time it at the moment. I'm too busy looking at chat and stuff. Maze, see? Keep being a busybody. That's why that's just added 2 more days to your bard wait. Now you got me staring at the dam. Okay. Cool. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Set up Gina. You stop it. Inquisitor should be yelling out questions while he fights. Confess! I would never expect that from the Inquisitioner. What do we got here? 428? 533? No one expects the Skeleton Inquisition. Yep. Oh, man. I'm curious, is anybody streaming after me tonight? Zukan, when are you streaming? Are you streaming today? You said you're streaming today. A little bit later, though. All right, so Zukan is streaming 6 p.m. PST. Nick said he'll probably stream later this week. Those of you that are not aware of it yet, here's where you can find them. Be sure to give them follows so that you won't miss it. And then you can watch, we typically post most of our streams to YouTube after the fact. Yeah, so the difficulty's nice. I mean, there's 3 of us. We're level 4. We're being challenged just to get past that first area. As you said earlier, Nick, the respawn time's pretty tough. But I mean, I am in your group, so that's kind of a bit of a handicap. So it's kind of hard to test. It's kind of hard to tell. If only we had somebody else that wanted to play with us, then you would maybe get a different sense of the difficulty. So I have a question before you go. Do you know when you'll be expanding the team? Maybe after Alpha is live? It's so hard to tell. And I'm not bailing yet. I was just checking to see who wanted, if anybody was streaming today. Shawn, you're playing Ogre, not a troll. Nice. That's just gonna always be something we play by ear. And we'll have a much better understanding of our like actual capabilities as it relates to sort of wrapping up proof of concept, actual needs in terms of skills as we go. Oh man, crap. That just reminded me, I got a message in Discord and haven't had a chance to respond yet. Oh, now I feel bad. Let me bring that up and keep it up in the background so that I don't lose it. All right. Right on, Lotta. Yeah, always just keep an eye out. I mean, stay up with us keep up with us in Discord and keep an eye on the site as well. I don't say that to just sort of like string people along. I try to be upfront and say I honestly don't know if and when we'll have positions open. But got the feeling that we're going to be pushing through proof of concept with the core team as we have it, and seeing how that goes. And then where we're most likely to scale will probably be if we need additional art, but we'll be doing that through outsourcing. So it's easier for us to do very specific. I'm still rooted. There we go. Very specific like contract work here and there as needed. But with the current team, we now have so much capability that it's been really nice. We've got most things covered. Oh, thank you. Corpse. BDC Retro says, Shawn, has the recent work done by you made you feel like you should not need the outsourced work for painting like you were talking about a couple months ago? It just comes down to pace at the moment, I believe. So it's I believe that if we continue to like take our time, I have confidence that we have all the skills that we need to be able to get stuff done eventually. But it's gonna be more of a question of how much do we want to be able to scale that capability. Oh, that was a bit laggy. How much do we want to scale that capability to be, you know, a bit faster. So if we look at it and feel like everything else is speeding ahead and art is what the slow point is, then we'd have to look even and see what specifically is it. Is it environment, characters, animations? Is it getting additional texture sets, etc.? And then we could potentially just take a very focused view on what exactly we want to outsource. And if we, I mean, because there's also the scenario too that because of how well the team's doing, we're able to get proof of concept done in pretty rapid order. What that may also do is unlock an opportunity for us to talk about where do we want to go from proof of concept. And so we have a game world that we still need to build after proof of concept. And what we may find is that because we were able to get so much done with the core team for proof of concept, that it's easier for us to potentially arrive at a deal with some third party to help us scale the rest of the work, right? So whether that be directly with the outsourcer in some way or another, or with some potential source of funding if we decide at that point that we really want to accelerate things and go that route. And then again, put your body into LOS of the, yep. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at. Priority number 1 should be a crunch noise when you hit those skeletons. So Robert has been out in a nice cottage somewhere in Finland and doing some work and gathering sounds and stuff. Now that he's back, then we can prioritize some things like that. Out of all the classes, how many main healers are there? I think it's fair to say that we want all 3 healing classes to feel like respectable healers. Is that right, Nick? Am I messed? Yeah, I'm messed. Cleric is the main healer? For some reason I thought Druid and Shaman were supposed to be comparable healers, but just in different ways, the way you described it. So maybe I misspoke. Have you guys got any loots? I got a spear. Will there be a race of friendly beaver folk? Not at launch. Any race of friendly Osmere folk? Osmeres are really cool. Will gnomes be able to see through walls still? I think Short Pants is currently looking through walls. Wait. There he is. This spooky dungeon music has got me all mellowed out. Making me sleepy. The weird combination. Both being sleepy and feared of dying. Is there anybody here that is not signed up for our mailing list? I'm so happy we hit our 1,000 member on the mailing list mark like January 1st or 2nd. So that was a good way to start out the new year. We're over 1,100 now. So if you're not on the mailing list, you should sign up. It's a good way for us to track interest, even if you don't open your emails or click through or whatever. Oh, decrepit. Yeah, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice to get all of the feedback in. So getting those sounds, impact sounds, and some weapon, consistent sort of weapons swooshes and clangs and stuff. Was the "Let's all be naked" part of the mission statement for from the get-go today? No, this is not the gnomish nudie prison. It just sort of happened. Potato goblins? What are you talking about? Not yet. No. Man, we smushed that guy. There are no potato goblins. This guy? This is our old placeholder NPC. That goblin looked like a potato. First of all, it was a ghoul. And everything used to look like a potato. We just now got the we just now got models in. Well, I mean, not just now, but fairly recently. Fairly recently. Last, what, month and a half? Apologies, every once in a while I need to check my phone to make sure there's no nukes flying. As far as I know, no MMORPG has implemented a playable potato race yet. This may be the perfect opportunity. Well, Goblin did concept out a playable Mandrake route, so we're well on our way. No model winning this weekend. My god, time's flying. Or, wait. Maybe that's not the right expression. What's a better expression for shit's getting done fast? But are they playable, Lotta? Oh my goodness. It looks like you're playing a violin right now, Zook. Well, that still looks vulgar. I'm not sure what to think about that. Oh my god, I can't stop. Well, you know, once you figure out how to do it, it's all downhill from there. You've been cursed by the fiddler? Don't fiddle with it. Oh my goodness. Just casual Tuesday. Alright, we got this guy. He's no challenge for us. My ability missed. Saving that kick, we'll see what happens. Maze, you'll be proud of me. Except for when that lag spike hits and then I miss the opportunity. I'm keeping my eye on it. We'll see. Oh, we got him. Easy peasy. That room repopping? Hmm. Alright, he's gonna park them. I like that spell effect. Nick, I saw you, I didn't see it, but I saw you added spell effect, but I haven't seen it yet. Is it on anything that we can see? Oh, the ghoul popped. The one that just went? Nice. Yeah, the red. That did look unfamiliar. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Oh, mine's are just mine's recolored as well, so I'm lazy too. Don't you worry about it. Make some more so you can recolor them. Yeah, okay. We should I put in our spreadsheet that we need to at some point have the art folks actually make us some sprites that we can, because right now it's all just using like default shit. So some nice effect sprites. We'll have to do like a whole effects pass, a whole thing with them. We'll have to art direct and make sure things are hooked up right. Probably get a little bit of tech support and then have the artist do some cool sprites, and then we'll make some new effects and blah blah blah. It'll be cool. Point and grunt, etc. Yeah. Oh, we got a pop. Those of you that are watching, when I say something like blah 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 or whatever, don't worry. As you can tell by our updates, we take all of our work very seriously. I'm just not maybe the best representative of that fact sometimes. We keep it casual. Sprites or particle effects. I'm referring to the... I'm not an artist, so I may be saying it wrong. I'm referring to the little graphic. The little gray scale thing that then gets colored and manipulated through the effect system. Isn't that just like a sprite? Is that the wrong term for it? Is that too old school? So like each one of those little balls. Because they're literally just the default ball that is in Unity that I used. Ishiwatari! Thank you for your generosity. Gifting 5 gift subs. Yo, wie geht's? Alles gut? Oh, nice. Glad you're able to catch the stream. Metatheus said, yep, particle systems often utilize sprites. Who else chipped in there? Nicodemus. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Are those? Yeah, they're appearing. Cool. Did he flee? Oh, provision. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay, we're safe. We're probably not gonna die. Cool. One thing I like about EQ pre-expansions was how ogres and trolls actually felt large inside most dungeons. They'd have to crouch to get through doors and stuff, but then once the expansions came out, they felt like the scale of everything increased and that cramped feeling was lost. Don't you worry. We are super down to help you relive that experience. Keep in mind we haven't been messing with this dungeon. Yeah, we haven't been messing with this dungeon at all. Dungeon is massive and our characters are tiny. We're gonna shrink the dungeon 600% and make the characters 500% bigger. You'll be back to feeling cramped in no time. Ishwatari, how was your weekend? I see those eyeballs creeping over there in the darkness. Don't you try to fool me, skeleton. Ooh, I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, moving pretty quickly experience-wise as well. Entire dungeons will fit in an ogre's pocket. It'll be a dungeon full of gnomes. I got a dungeon full of gnomes. Nick, you think the experience is a bit slow? No. Slower. Slower. We should spend all week in here trying to level. Slower. This is the experience. The experience is just being in here, hanging out with the homies, killing things, hoping for interesting loot. Experience is the last thing players want. Isn't that right, chat? You guys don't want to level up. That's the last thing you want out of playing. Hella. It's gonna be hella slow. All caps hella, Nick said. She said, good, spent my Saturday working. What else? Good nonetheless. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it in today. How do you feel about detection spells? Detect undead, giving general auras and detection? Nicodemus, I think we could probably do some creative stuff in that regard. Hell, we might even be able to do it with... Nick said, oh god. Is there something in there? Okay. With all this darkness and stuff, we could, like you said, we could even make them like glow a little bit. Try to pull? Alright. Me or Zook? Alright, I'm gonna go in here. Well, no, Zook's got a bow. Wait, I'm just gonna... We're gonna get 3 if I pull. 4. Oh, you'll try to pull. Okay, I'll try to pull. Okay. 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 I don't mind experience for playing. I want experiences because I played. I don't want experience for playing. I want experiences because I play. I like that, Beaver. Y'all stay back. I'm gonna be hella far back here. Yo. Or we could do the detection spell on you, right? So if you cast Detect Undead, then you glow brighter and brighter if you get nearer to undead or something like that. I don't know. I definitely want to get more of that type of stuff in and have it provide some actual value and be interesting. I think it'd be really nice to be able to do. Get a little bit of RP back in the G. Get loot. Yes, loot. I like loot. Interesting loots and things to take back to town and sell and... You sure are long, fella, ain't you? But... I told you, I actually had someone say that to me when I was a kid. When I went to middle school in Alabama. When I moved to Alabama. Girl said, "Boy, you sure are long." Hey, Swanee. Things are going good. Stuff's continuing to move. Have you read the latest update? Did you check out the update, Swanee? Maddie said, "I want the best loot and highest experience as soon as I create my character." Of course you do. And if you just... I can't even make a joke out of it. If you purchase that option on the way in. 24-hour socking sessions? That's totally up to you. We'll have some special socks just for that purpose in the merch store. Eminem NFTs win. Non-fungible tunic is in game. You just gotta find it. Nick made that. DDC said, "I love how this game looks. You guys are doing an amazing job. Can't wait to play." Thank you. MailChimp was down when I was trying to read it. Oh no. Hadn't rechecked it. It's on the website as well. If you just go to the website, all it is a link to the website. Not so rare item coupon. Nice. That's the placeholder. Adam links in chat? Yes. Oh, pop. We got the placeholder item. Not the rare item. That way we could actually test camping for items. Whoop, we got another one back here. Man, when we get his cackles in, cackles and crunches, skeletons are gonna be so much fun. Robert, if you're out there, cannot wait. What's going on there? Oh, 2? Zombies had the most satisfying crunches. Weren't they sort of that wet crunch sound? Kinda. That wasn't a very good example of that sound, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't read those out. Usually I read that out. So, Ishwatari gifted 5 subs. Stay at home. Brad77, you got a sub. MCP Live got a sub. Well below average. You too. And Narlon the first. And is that Yazvik or Lasvik? Either way. That slapping wet meat sound. Yes, when you describe it that way, slug butt, that is very much what it was. Oh goodness. Oh man. Yeah, it's just been laggy tonight. Apologies guys. If you're new to the stream, usually holy, I'm looking at that emote. I'm completely distracted now. Strip down to your undies to watch, fully immersed. MCP, that's cool, man. You do you. I don't mind. It's kind of like a hot tub stream, only you're in the hot tub, which is even better, I think, really, for both of us. Ollie said the service provider for our test box gets DDoSed a lot, so probably that. I could see that. Then again, I bet... So, you know, I mentioned this to the team last week when I woke up and went, "Dear team, I know this will sound weird, but by the way, there's a full invasion of Ukraine going on at the moment." Which is, I wake up, first thing I do every morning is check the news. That's just always how I roll. And so I think the internet's bound to be a little weird for a little while. So there's no telling. There's no telling. There's a lot of people being silly on the internet. Don't they know that we have a game to make and play? In-game hot springs area would actually be pretty chill. Well, there have been some thoughts for some near where the gnomes are, but I mean, there's a bathhouse in Night Harbor apparently. Anyone else's FPS tanking a bit? I've had weird spikes throughout the evening, but not super bad as far as I can tell. It's like just weird moments of so I don't know. Let's see, which race is this? Ogre and gnomes. We're playing ogres and gnomes. Cindercroft. I just scrolled up to mouse over that emote to see what it is. It's Steuben's dick delivery. Wonderful. Good job, Stevens. Zook is MIA? I'm not sure. Where did Zook go? Oh. Where is Zook? Now I'm MIA. There we go. Okay. I actually got myself confused. Can't wait till we have first person in. It's going to be really fun to play a gnome. Miss old school ogre faces with the derpy ones. There may be some derpy options for you, so keep an eye out. We don't have all the options at the moment. Zukan was looking up how to do a thing on the rig. How dare you work? Look how small he is. You were right though earlier, whoever said gnomes should be able to neatly fit through ogre legs. Ooh, sleepy. It's 10:38 here in Deutschland. And I'm going to yawn every once in a while. Gnome tank name Shingard. Nice. Yeah, Lotta, don't feel bad. Everybody's... I think anybody that's paying attention is probably got a little apprehension. We'll be alright. Should be able to eat gnomes for a quick health boost. There's not a lot of meat on them bones. Plowing through these guys. Nick, do you have any others with weird ability loadouts? Not weird, but you know what I mean, like kind of like the Inquisitor is earlier in. Okay. Let's check this area. I think I added a necromancer and wizard over here. Oh, fun. I think. I really should have taken a nap today. Oh, I see you placed a skeleton up on a thing over here. That's nice. That's looking good. One's rooted? Okay. Pulling back. Oh no. Everybody on me. Get on the same target. So then naturally I switch my target. You probably switched yours as well. We probably just swapped them. Alright. Next. That distracting taunt's nice. Noobs, yeah, Syndicroft, yeah. It's my fault. I like to simulate, so that we can test more accurately. I tend to simulate as if I was really bad at playing MMOs and following directions, just so that there's always that balance in a group. Because if I always played at my natural skill level with this group, especially being high-skilled individuals, it would just, everything would be too easy and we'd probably tune the game way too hard, so I have to simulate. being someone that doesn't pay very much attention and almost always gets his group killed. Short Pants is low on mana. Okay. Seems safe. Famous last words. I like how... Oh, no, it didn't do it. Okay, I was like... I thought just barely moving my camera made me pop up, but it didn't. I was messing up. I think Ali said something about putting in the new pathing this week. So we'll see. Don't worry guys, I'm not yawning because you're boring me. I'm just yawning because I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm old. Old and tired. Can we see a close-up of the gnome? Yep. There he is. No, that's too close up. His feet are a little big. Still think his feet are a little big. Real close to the concept art? Yep. Yeah, you guys like the giant feet? I want to get in here and see this creepy ass skeleton on an altar in here. If you turn it, it will turn in. If you kiss it, it'll turn into a bard, and the bard will turn into Maze, and then Maze will be like, "Is that skeleton? That skeleton's up there dancing, or something." The librarian's in there. Let's get busy. Oh, researcher, ghoulish scholar, gyrating his hip. There's a lot of gyration tonight, I noticed. Blue torches denote magic afoot, yes. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh man. Oh no. Oh jeez. I fixed it momentarily. Infinite Bears, thank you for the prime. Oh god. This isn't going according to plan. We have another one creeping up back here. This adept is behind you, Nick. Fortunately, I think the librarian's just kind of bugged. Oh no, just major lag. Okay, and Ghoul tried to root me. Are you trying to park it, or...? You think the gnome is too tiny, Ishwatari? How's that possible? Monster Energy Capsule, yeah. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I lose my target. Oh no, it's because he died and he didn't, there's no feedback on his death. That's what threw me. Ooh, that red is pretty though. Good job. Just curious, why do you enable motion blur? I heard a lot of people hate it. The motion blur is not intentional. Unless I'm mistaken, the motion blur you're seeing is just an artifact of me getting like weird frame rate hits when I'm moving. So it's a byproduct of us needing to look at something going on. We're still not so rare item coupon and a not so rare item coupon. Okay. There's still ooh, short pants is out of here and I am about to die. The Necrodemus, I don't think so. I don't remember what I was thinking or referencing when I stubbed that name in. I'm pretty sure I put that name in as well. Yeah. Definitely F's in chat for that last bit. But we made it longer and further than I thought, especially in that last fight. I have to summon my corpse, get to the zone and summon a corpse. Zukan said it's only an editor too. Seems much clearer when I play a build. Absolutely. Editor is always a bit laggier for me, and especially if I'm streaming and got other crap open in the background. So I think I only got like 5 megabytes of RAM in this PC. So let's see. I probably think differently once there's some medium-sized races involved. Yeah. So we're looking at the most extreme difference, right? The ogre, which we want to seem really big, and then the gnome, which we want to seem really small. So with that group, it was really a big difference. I was on a human when I first logged in, and you could see the difference there, and it wasn't quite as crazy. Connectivity's been bad today. But yeah, yeah, we did get rid of memory leak and got some performance improvement. So definitely not picking on that. Let's see. What else I missed? Just curious why you enable gnomes. I heard a lot of people hate some. Oh. You know what? We're not going to hold that sort of comment against you. We are going to put your name in a database. We'll flag you on the mailing list. Gets updates last. Invite to play. End of line. No soup for you. All right, guys. It's 10:53 here in Germany. I've been yawning, so you can tell I'm sleepy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping in terms of in terms of just making sure you got all the right links that you need. And then I'm going to get up out of here and I will be back Thursday. Zukan will be streaming later tonight, US time, 6 p.m. I think he said. So be sure to follow that. Nick's going to get some streams in soon. Ishwatari said, oh wow, animations for human model too. So much progress. Humans got like a walk, run, and sit and idle, but we're going to be doing some animation work. We were talking about that at the beginning of the stream. We've got some animation work to do on the human. If you watched a VOD, you'll see it. There's some silliness. But yeah, things are moving along pretty quickly. Those of you that are new here, one more time, if you haven't been to the website, monstersandmemories.com. Be sure to check it out. There's a lot of info there, FAQ, team list, screenshots, all sorts of stuff. We've got a Discord. Yeah, come in our Discord. We're at like 700 people now, which is wonderful. The more you guys hang out and talk and chat, the better. It's always nice to hear from you. You can watch our VODs on YouTube. The last handful have been really cool, especially with the rebuild of Night Harbor. Nicodemus, you're very welcome, and thank you for being here. Ninja Snake, good to meet you. See ya. Yeah, did I already do mailing list? Join a mailing list. Over 1,100 strong. We need to keep growing that thing. Yeah, guys. I think that's it. Let's watch the sun come up. Those of you that are new here, if you haven't seen the sunrise, one of our favorite things. Here, let me SI speed gem. Let me move my big gnome ogre butt over here. Somewhere nice. Watch the sun come up. Sun, the water. We'll pretend like the music's on. Get you nice and relaxed. Beaver, good night. It is now that time of the stream where we say our good nights. Good night, Beaver. Nope, there's Nick. We'll put on some of Robert's music to play us out. Good night, everybody. The outro music, exactly. Maddie, thank you. John brought it with him. Lynn, FTV. It is Monsters and Memories, but if you want to think of it in those terms, I will not hold it against you. We'll take it as a compliment. Guten Nacht, Ishiwatari. Schlaf gut, bis bald. All right, y'all. Good night. Good night. Anybody else got a good night? I don't want to miss anybody. Otherwise, I'm gonna wrap up. Infinite Bears, did I thank you? I could have sworn I thought I thanked Infinite Bears for the Prime earlier. If not, thank you, Infinite Bears. Matty Clad, good night. Cool, man. I will see you guys on Thursday.